I'm Stephanie Tower. Never miss the Bitcoin beat. This is CoinGeek Pulse. Hackers got away with hundreds of millions of US dollars in what appears to be one of the largest digital currency heists in history. The centralized finance or DeFi platform Poly Network lost an estimated 600 million US dollars in digital tokens in a hack attack earlier this week. Poly Network announced the incident on Twitter and posted a letter urging the culprits to return the assets of tens of thousands of its affected users. The group warned the hackers, and we quote, "Law enforcement in any country will regard this as a major economic crime, and you will be pursued." After the group's initial probe, Poly Network said that the hacker exploited a vulnerability between contract calls. Research company CipherTrace reported that the DeFi sector hit an all-time high of 471 million US dollars lost from fraud in the first 7 months of this year alone. With this latest hack, it puts the total at over $1 billion, and we still have a few more months left in the year for that number to grow. This is not the first cyber heist that shook the industry and the world. In 2018, over 530 million US dollars in cryptocurrency were stolen from CoinGeek, and $500 million in BTC were lost in 2014's hacking of crypto exchange Mt. Gox. The U.S. Senate approved its infrastructure bill and opened the way for tighter regulation of digital currencies. Does this signal the end of the sector's Wild West phase in the States? The lawmakers approved a whopping $1 trillion infrastructure bill last Tuesday after months of negotiations. The bill that aims to rebuild the country's roads and other infrastructure would require brokers in the digital currency industry to report customers' tax obligations to the government, like how stockbrokers report to the IRS their customer sales. Brokers include validators, developers, DeFi lending platforms, and more. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong and Square CEO Jack Dorsey warned their followers of the consequences of the new proposals. On Twitter, they unsuccessfully urged their followers to ask their senators to back the Wyden-Lummis-Toomey amendment that would exempt a much wider group of miners, validators, and developers from the proposed obligations. The Senate rejected the compromise tax amendment, and the bill has now moved to the House of Representatives. The U.S. State Department has recently offered rewards for those who can help identify cyber criminals involved in ransomware attacks. In a similar move, CoinGeek founder Calvin Ayre is willing to pay to see the perpetrators of BSV blockchain attacks brought to justice. Ayre is personally funding a new CoinGeek Crime Bounty Program that promises hefty rewards for information that result in convictions for crimes committed in the BSV ecosystem. The bounty can be negotiated depending on how good the tip is, and Ayre expects to give millions in bounties in the years ahead. In other news, the BSV blockchain has set a new world record. The Bitcoin Association confirmed that 2 1-gigabyte blocks were successfully mined on the BSV network on August 6, the largest blocks ever mined on a public blockchain. The record-breaking 1-gigabyte block contained over 10,000 transactions, including a significant number of image files by users of MetaID, a blockchain-based identity protocol built on BSV. These were mined by the publicly listed company Tau. And that is CoinGeek Pulse. I'm Stephanie Tower. See you next week.
Data is double-edged. Wield it well and build your place in tomorrow. But trust it blindly and risk watching your progress crumble. Because much of the data we rely upon isn't reliable at all. At nChain, we believe in data, but we put no faith in it. Instead, we build tools that enable enterprises to trust the data upon which they rely. nChain, data without question.